Life is a tapestry woven with threads of joy, love, and unfortunately, pain. We often hear the phrase, "This too shall pass," but when you're in the throes of suffering, those words can feel like a distant echo. Pain has an uncanny way of making itself feel permanent, as if it were etched into our very being. But let me tell you something: profound pain is not permanent. Imagine for a moment that you're climbing a steep mountain. The journey is exhausting, and each step feels like a battle against gravity. You're sweating, your muscles are aching, and your mind is screaming to stop. But here's the thing: every step, every ounce of effort you put in brings you closer to the summit. It's a grueling climb, but when you finally reach that peak, the view is breathtaking. You realize the struggle was just a part of your journey, not the end of it. Consider the story of a woman named Sarah. She was once vibrant and full of dreams, but after a painful breakup, she felt shattered. Every morning was a battle to get out of bed. She felt as though she were drowning in a sea of despair. For months, she believed this was her new reality. The pain seemed endless. But one day, as she scrolled through her social media feed, she stumbled upon a post about resilience. It spoke of how pain can be a catalyst for growth, urging her to reflect on her situation. Sarah took a deep breath, looked in the mirror, and decided that she was not going to be defined by her pain. Instead of sulking in solitude, she reached out to friends, joined a dance class, and started writing again. Slowly but surely, she began to rediscover her passion for life. You see, pain is like a storm. It can be fierce and unrelenting, but it never lasts forever. Just as a storm eventually passes, so too will your suffering. But here's the catch: you have to allow yourself to weather the storm. It's okay to acknowledge the pain, to feel it deeply. It's part of being human. You can't skip the struggle and still hope to appreciate the victory. Think of pain as a teacher. It might not be the kind you want in your life, but it has lessons to impart. Maybe it's teaching you about your strength, your resilience, or what you truly value in life. Remember, every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. Let's inject a little humor here. Ever tried to assemble IKEA furniture? One minute you're filled with confidence, thinking you can create a masterpiece, and the next, you're standing in a pile of confusing instructions and missing screws, wondering how you ended up in this mess. But just as you don't give up and throw the furniture out the window, don't throw in the towel on life when it gets tough. That missing screw might just be a lesson you haven't learned yet. But what if I told you that pain can also be a launch pad? It can propel you into new chapters you never thought you'd experience. Think of athletes who push their bodies to the limit, facing injuries and setbacks along the way. They endure pain in pursuit of greatness. Their sacrifices become stepping stones to success. It's about understanding that pain is a part of the process, a temporary hurdle rather than a permanent roadblock. Just like those athletes, you too can harness your pain as fuel. Turn your setbacks into setups for something greater. Use the emotional turmoil to ignite your passion for growth. Now let's talk about emotional pain. It's a beast all its own. Breakups, losses, or failures can feel insurmountable, like a weight dragging you down. But here's a secret: embracing that pain can be your first step toward healing. When Sarah began writing again, she poured her heart onto the pages. She transformed her pain into poetry, and in doing so, she not only healed but also inspired others who were suffering. Your pain can be the very thing that connects you to others, a shared experience that fosters understanding and compassion. Remember that your story matters. Every tear you shed, every moment of despair, can be woven into a narrative that uplifts not just you, but those around you. Let's take a moment to think about some of the most successful figures in history. People like J.K. Rowling faced rejection and hardship before the world knew their names. Each struggle they endured became a building block of their success. They transformed their pain into purpose. When life hands you pain, don't cower, rise to the challenge. Take that energy and direct it towards something meaningful. You might be surprised at how strong you truly are. Now, let's be real: change can be scary. The thought of stepping out of your comfort zone can feel like jumping off a cliff without knowing how deep the water is below. But remember, it's those who take risks, who embrace uncertainty, who often find the greatest rewards. Don't let pain keep you shackled in fear. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone to create the life you want. So here's the bottom line: pain is not permanent. It is a part of life, yes, but it does not define you. The next time you find yourself overwhelmed by suffering, remind yourself of Sarah, remind yourself of the storms, and remember that every pain carries a lesson, a chance for growth, and an opportunity to rise stronger than before. If you found this message resonating, if you're ready to turn your pain into power, then check out my next video, where we'll explore practical steps to transform your life. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to empower yourself. Your journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come.